Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Dad. Happy freaking Friday. Oh, we gotta spin the wheel today. I'll just do, you know what? I'm just gonna spin the wheel 3 times next week. I promise, because I was not ready for this. Okay, but somebody's gonna win 3 times next week. Today we're talking about the Earls family. Remember I did the Micah Stauffer documentary video, which still pisses me off. Those jerks. But the Earls family was one that was featured in the video, and I've discovered some weird things. What's going on, Earls family? Like, do you even go here anymore? Hey, guys. Animals. Let's go. Look at Gus's shooting star. It's so fresh right now. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Are you? Oh, June's like, let me come on in, cause I like. They just like to hang out, you know. Anyway, it is. I don't want to jinx it, but June has not peed or pooped on the floor today once. I remember she did it in the video over there, and someone would like they saw her peeing, and they're like, she's peeing on the floor. Yeah, she does that a lot. What do you think? Should I keep it short, everybody? What do you think? Is it nice? It's summer, it's hot. I like to burn my scalp, so let's do that. Anyway, let's go with the Earls family. Whenever I cover a brand new family, what I always do is I head right to their channel first because I want to see numbers. Numbers matter because it's really the drive behind a lot of these people is the money. How many views they get and how much money. In the documentary, they were like, we didn't even know what subscribers were. Shut up, you damned liars. But that documentary, I think, has them scared because remember in the documentary when they finally asked about Micah. They had no idea this documentary was about Micah. They thought it was just about family vlogging and blah, blah, blah. And then they dropped the Micah bomb on them. And then it was like when it was over for them. And he's like, careful what you say. That's what he said. He's like, something like that. He basically was like, careful. Like, who cares? Like, what do you mean careful? Do you have to be careful because what careful what to say about Micah? She's a trash. Her and James are trash. What they did was unforgivable. Okay, not unforgivable that the adoption didn't work out because, again, that happens all the time. Okay, unforgivable that they took advantage of this kid, made millions of dollars off him, didn't give him the therapies he needed, instead bought themselves Range Rovers, BMWs, extra homes, Cartier bracelets, trips to Bali. Don't forget, and the documentary missed that too. Hey, it missed that. It missed that they went to Bali after they rehomed this guy off Facebook. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Okay, anyway. That's how I got started on here, Micah. And then everybody who was like connected to her, I started talking about them. It was like Bits of Bish, who's now back in Hawaii. Crazy, and got fake boobs too. Everybody's getting fake. You get fake boobs. You get some fake boobs there, Judy. Everybody's getting fake. I'm gonna get some fake boobs. Anyway, it's fake boobs all around. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so basically they were in there and they were tricked, I think, into this documentary because once that came around, I'm pretty sure the interview was over. So I said, you know what, Earls? I'm going to cover you on my channel, and that's what I'm doing. So here we go. We go to the channel. They got 535,000 subscribers. Something tells me they had a little bit more, and something is going on, and I don't know. Because when I first initially take a look at a channel, you look here, and it shows you the views, the active views on a channel, which is 51,681,000, which is not a lot, considering they've been around since 2014, and they got 535,000 subscribers. I have more views than that on my channel. Okay, and I only have 250,000 subscribers or something like that. So, no, something weird about that. And so I was like, okay, well, that doesn't seem like they got a lot of views because their most popular view on their channel is Toddler Surprises Daddy with Pregnancy Announcement, 17 million. Then the next one is Surprise Pregnancy Announcement because they're, they found something that worked and then they just kept replicating it. Even though they didn't know what fans were on YouTube. They had no idea. They were filming this for memories. Anyway, the next one was Gender Reveal, which was 2017, 970, and it just goes down from there. Like, they don't break 1 million after those first 2 videos, which is super sus. Because you know that they did pregnancy reveals, they probably did, like, birth, they did their birth videos on here. Yeah, today it's baby day, only 51,000 views? Oh, that was like this, that was the last year, okay. Military ball pregnant, induction day, time to meet baby, only 145,000 views. That was during COVID too, the height of COVID when everybody was exploding on YouTube. Okay, so they have done their burst. They've done every little bit of like pregnancy content, and they've made lots of money on it. Pregnancy content makes lots of money, but for them, it's weird, okay? So I was like, okay, that's weird. They're really cringy. Like, I don't think that they're like, they probably have any major drama going on or anything like that. I don't see scandals, things like that. Doesn't seem like it. They seem like they're nice enough people, right? They're a little bit weird and creepy and stuff, but you know what? People, sometimes you get like, you meet your neighbors and they're too nice. There's people that are just too nice, and you're like, they're clearly either serial killers or they're just really nice. Okay, there are some people who are just nice, but are they? Or are they killers? Bloodthirsty killers. Like these dogs over here. You know? So they're just like, you know, they're really weird. Anyway, all I have to say, the second thing I do is I head over to like a place like View Stats, and I look at their stats. Okay? Their views for the max of their channel is 51,607,000. But before they deleted the views, they were at 128,304,000. What's going on, Earls family? Why did you delete literally 75,000 views off your channel? 75 million views. So they've made millions of dollars on this, okay, on this channel. 120, almost 130 million views. What did they delete? They deleted 75 million views off their channel. And so that sets you up for a super failure. In the last 28 days, something's been going on. Like their view counts are just crap. And the views from June 10 are combined due to other YouTube and the subscribers. For the last 28 days, nothing. Last 7 days, nothing. Last 3 months, explosively dead. So 536,000 to 535. They lost 1,000. That was the last 3 months. 1 year. Holy shnikes. They went from 542,000 to 535. Okay? They've lost lots, like 7,000 subscribers in a year, which is crazy because not only did you lose 7,000, but you also didn't gain any. So it's like you've lost double that. Considering you're a channel of 500,000, that's insane. So the max they started with was, their highest was 546,000. Then they dropped down to 541,000, peaked back up to 541, and now they're down to 535. So they've lost 10,000 subscribers over the life of their channel. I don't know what's been going on this past year, but something happened, and I don't know what it is. Like, that's absolutely insane. And the long views make up the majority of the channel, almost all of it. 366,000 in short views. And so I was like, what is going on here? Because they were making big bank on here. I've never heard of them until the Micah Software documentary, so they weren't really on my radar, so they weren't that big, but there's thousands of them like this, okay? So then I head over to the old Social Blade, which is I pay for this, so I get the better analytics. And it's craziness because they're a D- grade on YouTube, which I honestly think they could possibly be demonetized. But I don't know what for. They haven't said anything on their channel. They're losing, again, they've deleted, if you look here, 13 million views, 13.6 million views on June 2nd. They deleted that many. I don't know anything before the 30 days here. They deleted 5.9 million views and then 55.8 million views on June 10th. 3 days ago. They deleted 55.9 million views 3 days ago. And so the accumulation is the monthly statistics. I don't know why that does this. So they've, over the time, in this month alone, they've deleted 76.5 million views, which means that something's going on and they're losing lots of money. Basically, their channel's on a massive decline. So, anyway, I thought that was just really, really weird. Then if you go to their website, they have this thing called Earls.org, which the website's gone, but if you go to the Wayback Machine, it's still here. I guess he wrote a book. Captain Harold and Rachel Earls of the Earls family. Like, did you sell these? Who do you sell these to? Your mom? Who buys books? Why are random people writing books? You guys read a book that I wrote? Would you? And if you would, just like 10 people would buy it. That's what would happen. Anyway, husband and wife behind the popular Earls family vlog share their inspiring love story for the... Shut up. He's climbed to Mount Everest and hers to start a family. This guy climbs Mount Everest and she gets pregnant. That's about the same, I guess. Anyway, so here's their channel on TikTok, which I was like, well, maybe they're huge on TikTok, because a lot of times they're not really big on YouTube, they're big on TikTok, or vice versa, right? So if you go to their channel, their number one, obviously, video is 8.1 million views about a gender reveal. Stupid smoke gender reveals. And then it's like, okay, well, yeah, what's recently? What do they got recent? 11,000 views, 23,000, 16,000. And then she does a pregnancy test. 240,000. Here's a picture of my son that I painted. 16,000. Take a pregnancy test. 43,000. And it's like vacation, 20,000. Pregnancy test, 44,000. It's insane. Are you pregnant? 447,000. The only people, isn't it? Don't you find it weird? Do you not feel like I don't know how to say this. Do you not feel like a zoo animal or a heifer and be like, oh, you're pregnant? Only people come to see you if you're pregnant. That's it. The only people want to see any content from you is if you're pregnant. That sucks, man. So you literally have to take a bunch of cream pies and get pregnant to make any money. That is not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. So all that said, I decided to go on their YouTube channel, find a couple of select videos that we could snark on, because that's what we do here. We snarky snark. We do a little snacky snark. And I came across their wedding video, and it says, our wedding video, groom cries. And so here's the thing. When people say, I put my birth videos on YouTube before I thought any of this was wrong, or if I realized any of it was wrong, and they were cute. My wife and I would sing the songs. We didn't write the songs, but we would sing songs. Like my wife, for her pregnancy announcement for Everly, sang "This Is Love" from Cinderella, and it's really good. For our pregnancy announcement, we did "Love" by Frank Sinatra together, and that's how we announced it to everybody, our friends and family. I didn't post it. This is like way before even YouTube was a thing. Like, it was, honestly, nobody was making money on YouTube. It wasn't like that. So I just posted it for friends and family, and I was part of a church and stuff, and that's how we did it. It was great. And so where was I going with all that? Oh, yeah. So when people say things like, this is just for memories, why would you put something like our wedding video, groom cries? Like, they just, groom cries? Okay. So it's a personal memory, but you have to write the words groom cries. So let's see why the groom cried. Because I scrolled through it real quick and I landed on something that was like, made me laugh. So let's see if we get to it.
We have people traveling from all over to be here.
Oh, we have people from all over traveling.
And honestly, for us, like, that means so much, because we wouldn't be here today, honestly, if it wasn't for the people in this room.
Well, I mean, if your parents are there, that's actually true, because your dad had to, Oh, you're right. It's true.
The people in this room are who prepared us individually, prepared our hearts, and turned us into the people that we are, so that we...
This is so stupid. Okay, let's fast forward to the part where he cries.
Be for you. You see, you're more than everything I've always... What? Listen.
Don't care. Okay, so I'm just,
no idea from the 235 days.
I'm just fast forwarding because it's like, really, I don't want to see this whole thing, but. What's this music? So I guess he served his whole story. I think he's I don't know if he's an officer, but he went to that school where they make officers. I don't know what it's called. He served in the military. Apparently he was, I guess, one of the leaders of the guy that guards the tomb of the unknown soldier or something like that. Imagine being in the military, then going like this. So you're like an elite killing machine, and now you're like, look, I impregnated my wife. Let's piss on a stick. Oh, he licked into the kiss. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with a little kiss, but it took his tongue and he pulled her lip into his mouth. Ah! That's weird, right? Just get me out of here. Man, he's got a sword, though. I got a sword. Thundercat sword.
Yeah. It will never be a
way better than a sword.
Day.
Here it is. This is the part I saw. This is the part I saw.
I don't think God could bring you into my life. Every day.
Music's too loud.
I will tell you I love you. Yeah.
Okay, it's like he's sad and the music's like... He's like, I love you so much. Okay, change the music.
Every night, I'll make love to you like it is the last time I'll ever see you.
I'll show you that again, because that's the funny part. Listen to what he says here in front of his friends and family.
Every day, I will tell you I love you. And every night, I will make love to you like it is the last time I'll ever see you. This guy's lying to his wife on their wedding day.
Oh, I will tell you I love you every day. Fine. I can, that's easy to do. Because, text messaging, even if you're not around, you can text, whatever, you figure it out. That's a promise you can keep, okay? But his second line is, as he's crying, I will make love to you every night like it's the last time I'll see you. First of all, every night? Clearly these people waited to marriage, first of all. Second of all, no, you're not. No, you're not going to make love to your wife every night. Okay? It's just, welcome to the real world, buddy. Oh my gosh, Christians. And then he says, like it's the last time I'm going to see you. What the heck does that mean? I mean, is it like a military thing? Like, you're going off to war, so you do it one last time, and so you're like, well, you get an extra pump or two? I don't know. That's a really weird thing to say at your wedding in front of, like, there's kids there. Why are people laughing? So they're all like, yeah, go for it, bro. You're now all the dudes who are married in the audience are like, he's not doing that shit. They're all like hitting their wife, like, yeah, you see, they're gonna do it. Yeah. That's where he cried, by the way. Short Kings. Short Kings. That's her ex-boyfriend, probably.
We did it, man. Welcome to the family.
What, they're not even at a head table? Who sits at just a table together with where's your wedding party? That's really weird. So that was her boyfriend or her brother?
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, I love you both.
Right.
And there's no way you're making love every night. Cheers!
I'm the happiest man on earth. I'm almost as happy as you two.
So, first of all, you can't say, I'm the happiest man on earth, and then say, but almost as happy as you, because then you wouldn't be the happiest man on earth. It would be that dude. So, your statement was a lie. Oh, they did it with the sword. That's cool. And, of course, they did the smash, so no one else can get some. Stupid. Don't do that at weddings, okay? That's the 80s. Leave it behind in the 80s. Oh, I saw beers! I'm telling Jesus. I'm telling Jesus on you. Oh, that guy's like orgasmically dancing on the dance floor. That's the drunk cousin that they almost didn't invite just because that's what he does. Comes to these weddings and gets super hammered, starts fights, starts drama. That's the way it is. He's redheaded. What's that guy? Okay? Super weird. Oh, they kiss. They're definitely gonna make love for the rest of their life every night. Okay, that's stupid. Anyway, I opened up that video and I went right to that part and I laughed because that's hilarious. And then it popped up this old gem. These people, I don't know anything about these guys except for the documentary. Our awkward story of losing our virginity on wedding night. Just making memories for YouTube. So they went full like, let's talk about losing our virginity. And like, I gotta say this, he had a glow down. She glue up. Like, that's a glow up from her wedding day. It doesn't even look like the same person. She glue up.
Oh man, we are glad that you guys are here. Boy, do we have a story for you guys.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Virgin guy. And again, I'm no better. I waited till my wedding night too. But I'm not going to make a video about it. You out of your mind? So here's what happened on my wedding night. Christians getting together. We're both virgins. It lasted about 8 seconds. There were some tears. Then we went to sleep. That's what this is going to say.
So we're sharing this story in honor of our book launching June
Oh, thanks for writing a book about your virginity. I appreciate it.
2nd. In case you didn't know about it, we're going to go ahead
They didn't.
and play a little trailer right now.
Oh my gosh.
Please go home.
Hey, how can you sleep with your wife if you're climbing a mountain? You broke a wedding vow. I'm sorry. Weddings, it's not a real wedding.
Dig deep. Just keep on moving.
Also, you could die climbing Mount Everest. That's selfish.
Well, what if I'm pregnant and you don't come back? Like,
This guy went to climb Mount Everest while his wife was pregnant. Holy crap, these guys are awesome. The snark is great.
I don't want to do it alone.
You are powerful beyond measure.
Did he lose a toe?
Rachel, I love you so much.
God, you're so good.
I love you so much.
Oh my gosh. They recorded their conversations when they're crying. I love these people. I love it.
First, let me take you back before we even met. All right, so
We were virgins.
before I even met Rachel,
I was the virgin.
guess- wow, this is crazy.
Okay, just get to the stories of her haircut.
Oh, we've never really talked about this.
We haven't.
Online.
She has amazing hair, right? Like, I know we're snarking here, but we can be nice to her hair is absolutely incredible. I don't even know what I'm talking about, and I know that her hair is amazing. Wow. It's like a chestnut horse that's like bred to like run up mountains. Like, you know, those horses are expensive. That's what that is.
And our leg to a lot of people, I guess.
So I met you when I was what, 21? 22?
20.
20? Okay, when I was 20 years old. I was raised in a Christian family, so
We could tell. We could tell, buddy. I make love to you every night like it's the last time I'll see you. Like it's the last time I'll see you. I cannot get over that line.
faith has always been a very big part of my life. With that said, definitely life
What's going on
has
with the eyebrows? What's happening here? This guy definitely plays Lego. Like, not the kits. He just has a bucket of Lego. He just builds things. Like houses, usually. Just rectangles. But he can't find the one piece. He's always at the end, so he has to, like, make up different pieces. It's weird. His favorite cereal? Corn Pops. I have something to say about Corn Pops, though. Okay? We were in the States. We were staying at that hotel, and they had breakfast. It was a shitty breakfast, by the way. But they had breakfast. And they have Corn Pops. And your Corn Pops are completely different than our Corn Pops. Yours are more of like a shiny outer edge, and they're smaller. Our Corn Pops are more puffy and porous. I gotta send some of you guys some of my Corn Pops and tell me if I'm wrong, because your Corn Pops suck ass. Our Corn Pops are amazing. But why would Corn Pops change the recipe for Canada and the US? What's going on there? Also, this guy plays a great elf at Christmas at the mall.
challenges and temptations and struggles, and I was incredibly grateful in large part to be here making this video and even this book, because I had a best friend in high school that was a strong Christian as well and kept me honest in my faith.
I'm laughing because I know what he's talking about. Okay. But that guy that kept him strong in his faith, that guy did not wait for marriage. I promise you that.
And honest and right with God, because honestly there were so many challenges and temptations.
I could have gotten so much ass, but I didn't because his bro was taking that. That's what's going on.
But that's some of my story. We go to
That's what he just said, though, by the way. If you didn't understand the Christianese, I can decipher it because I used to be this. There were so many temptations, aka there's so many women I wanted to sleep with, but I didn't.
help each other grow. Iron sharpens iron. And yeah, so then I ended up meeting Rachel.
What kind of story is that? She belongs in a talk show where she makes cookies.
So, rewind for me, I think I don't even know where I was, how old I was when I made that commitment that I wanted to be a virgin until I was married.
She probably read I Kissed Dating Goodbye, Joshua Harris. She probably went to a youth group and they probably made purity pledges and they probably had rings. Probably made a purity pledge to her family. It's super creepy. Purity culture in Christian world is creepy. Now, there's nothing wrong with purity in general as long as you don't call it that. Like, waiting for marriage, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think, honestly, safe for bet. Honestly, I truly believe that. A lot of people are like, well, if you haven't test driven the car, how do you know you want? That's so stupid. I'm sorry. Okay? Because sex isn't everything in a marriage. It's absolutely a big part of it, but it's not everything. And that's why, anyway, it's a big divide. There's nothing wrong with that. But the purity stuff is really creepy and weird because it's publicly announced. Often, sometimes they sign weird contracts. Like, it's really, really gross. Okay? Now, am I going to want that for my kids? Absolutely. But I'm not going to force it on them. I'm not going to expect it out of them. I'm going to have a conversation with them about it. If it's part of their faith and they want to do that. Can you guys chill? Thanks. Talking about purity over here. Okay?
It was a very natural thing for me. It wasn't even something that anybody put on me. It was parents ever even like had a conversation with me about it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was nothing like that. It was just something that I knew.
Give her props though. She hasn't filled her face full of fillers and everything else. I love when that. Like, you got to give them props. It's so rare now that you give props to those who just go natural. Again, the hair. I wish I had this hair. Tyson, take this picture, put the hair on me. Ready? I'll stay still. Okay.
I wanted to save for my marriage, and it's a really intimate thing, and I just didn't want to share
It is an intimate thing. So here you are making a YouTube video about it.
with anybody else, and kind of, I don't know, that's just the choice that I made. And so when Harold and I met,
Steve Harold, I'm sorry. I'm kidding right now. I don't know what's happening. There's a huge storm happening. It's like the low pressure system of the Harold. How many people do you know named Harold? We're at 60 plus.
I kind of
He's probably named after his grandpa, who was a war hero, so I apologize if that's the case, but his name's Harry. I mean, I go with Hair. What's up, Hair? Harry, what's up, Harold?
expected nobody else to make that decision as well, but it turns out we both made that decision.
That's what I would say.
Turns out.
It's like I was doing it more for like me and just faith in what I believe, but it wasn't like
That's what she was doing for too.
didn't expect my wife to honestly be that. I just didn't, you know, like I saw the world
Not true. It's totally not true.
around me, and
She would have been a used piece of chewing gum or a broken teacup in your eyes.
just know that there's challenges and temptations out there, and it's like, I mean, gosh, like by the grace of God, like
Listen to this. By the grace of God, man. I could have pulled so much ass. By the grace of God, I didn't pull ass.
I'm here, you know, and that I was able to be a virgin. So it's like when I found Rachel,
Christians. I was this guy, man. I was this guy.
it was like, man,
Woo.
what a godsend. Like, how crazy is that?
How crazy is that, eh?
We're both virgins and that we both
Crazy. So crazy.
met each other.
It was cool because even though, like I said, I wasn't expecting that, I did want that. I wanted that really badly in a partner, and I had been in relationships when that wasn't the case, and I'm not gonna lie, it was challenging. And so, yeah, it's just a really cool thing
What do you mean you were in relationships before me?
just to know like God really made us for each other and has really blessed that. But
Did we fall for each other fast?
exactly.
Yeah, so they got married so they have sex, basically, is what he's telling you right now. That's literally what they're telling you. They weren't waiting. They did things. They did things that Mormons would do if they were soaking. See what I'm saying? They did things. All but insertion. That's what I'm telling you.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Look out, here she comes.
See, look, she looks completely different.
Woman that
It doesn't even look like her anymore. It's like Joe Biden's double. Okay, let's get to
I
this.
love.
Okay, I'm not gonna know.
Love each other, and like we were so passionate, and like we were long distance, and you know we just wanted to be wrapped up in each other every second of every moment that we were together. And of course, we just wanted to do anything that we could to grow closer together.
Anything but sex. If you get my drift. Christians out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
It made it harder because one, we felt
Boner.
for each other really, really fast. Like,
Yeah.
so the feelings were super intense.
Here's why this is important for Christians to understand this. You didn't fall for each other really fast. You were, 20 and she was 21 or whatever, maybe a little older than you. Your hormones are like ridiculous at that age. So you've passed your teenage years, which is like absolutely crazy for dudes and women. I know it is. Okay? And you didn't get any, which is great. So you're not falling for somebody. Your blue balls are getting in the way. That's what's happening.
Super, super intense. Just amplified
And we-
tenfold.
Yeah, because you want to have sex.
We knew
Yeah.
It's a
that
powerful, powerful drug. Attraction, lust, and all that stuff.
this was the person we
Yeah.
knew we were gonna get married.
Which makes
So-
it harder, honestly,
Definitely.
to
Keep saying that. I'm laughing. I have no idea why this is so funny.
like wait till marriage. So it's like, well, I know I'm gonna be with you. It's like we were like tempted a lot. It's like,
Yeah, you were.
especially for us because we're long distance. I was at West Point and she was at Florida State, and so it's like
How are you tempted long distance? What, send me a booby pic or something?
we would have weekends together. Where it's like, well, we're not gonna get 2 different hotel rooms because like one, we can't even afford that. So it's like we get the same hotel room, and it's like we're literally sharing the same bed.
Nope, not allowed to do that if you're a Christian. You are not allowed to share a bed before you're married. You might as well just have sex, man. What do you mean you shared a bed? Are you kidding me? Optics matter, dude. Lust in your heart. Here's the thing about Christians. It's so funny, and now I'm grown out of that stuff. Not my faith, but like Christianity and all the rules and the bullshit. Like, if you did it in your heart and your head to her, and you did, it's the same, dude. It's the same. Slept in the same bed with her.
With a girl I know I'm gonna marry, and no one's around, and it's like, man, talk about like temptation. Talk about like,
Yeah, you did stuff. Don't lie.
like wanting, you know,
She's like, don't say anything.
my soon-to-be wife was definitely hard for us. But I think
Keep saying that, buddy. Keep saying
what
it.
was cool is that
Yeah, well, she's catching it too. She like it was. I remember.
we knew, like we had talks. We knew
We
that, like,
continually had talks
yeah,
about it
100%,
too. We're like,
100%.
no,
You'd have to.
we are choosing this and we're choosing this together. So that was really good because we were never like tempting one another in the aspect of like, you know,
You slept in the same bed in the hotel when you visit each other. You absolutely tempted each other. Sorry. Yes, you did. Liar.
we never pushed each other.
yeah,
We respected
exactly.
each other.
You slept in the same bed when visiting. Yeah, you did.
it was like we knew we wanted to keep that, and so that was good because we were kind of on
And when I say that, I'm telling you, it's just the act itself. That's it. I'm telling you that.
the same side of it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, no, like we need to wait, you know.
So we ended up
Totally.
dating for what, a year and a half? We got engaged.
Yeah, I think.
Or we got engaged for about a year and a half, right? So we had finally waited, all right, and we made it to our wedding day, our huge day.
So I think that the funny thing is that if you do wait, then I feel like there's this massive buildup that
Oh, yeah.
happens.
100%.
Not just
100%.
by yourself, but by all the people
all
that
my buddies
know
knew,
you.
too.
Whoa, I missed something. Hold on.
And we made it to our wedding day, our huge day.
So I think that the funny thing
She's like, and it was totally bad for me. For him, it's fine. For her, it's not. Okay? Just saying.
is that if you do wait, then I feel like there's this massive buildup that
Yeah, there is. Oh my God, am I blushing? Did you just say that? Did she just say that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're not even... Yeah, there is. Oh, I love these people.
Oh yeah,
happen.
100%.
They're talking about, she's talking about something else, and he's like, yeah, hundo.
just
100%.
by yourself, but by all the people
Well, all
that
my buddies
know
knew
you.
too.
Your buddies knew what?
Exactly. Like
Buddies knew what?
comes like
Are they doing this on purpose?
the thing that I remember, you know, like The Bachelor,
I'm blushing.
when Sean and Catherine, no, you didn't watch it, but he
No,
was
we
a
don't watch
virgin, and they literally put a picture down at the bottom of the bed. Like people just swarm and focus on that.
It's so true. I like woke up on wedding day and I was like, you know, the
I'm getting some.
boys were like,
And all his friends are like, yeah, bro, go get that thing.
because it's like they know too.
They know, yeah.
That's creepy, though. Can we just say stop? Stop it.
You know, it's like, you know, and it's like, maybe it's a guy thing, but it's
It's
like,
a guy thing. It's gross. It's stupid, too.
Dude, I was 23 years old and I was like, man, heck yeah, dude. Like, high
She's like, what a douche.
five my best friend from high school.
Yeah.
Like,
She doesn't like him very much. Getting that vibe.
I guess
Yeah.
for me, like, I just don't want, like, your wedding and marriage shouldn't just be centered around,
Yeah.
like,
Yours was, though. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It was.
oh, it's because of this, and that's
It
not
is.
why
That is why. Don't lie.
we chose to get married when we get married, you know.
No,
like,
it's why.
a lot of
For
people
sure.
think that, oh, you got
He's like, yeah, no, totally. Yeah, what she said.
married young so that then you could have sex if you were a virgin. It's like, not at all. Like, that's not the case. So I don't like the way that sometimes that's centered.
so we ended up getting done with the wedding. The wedding was
We know. We saw, dude.
amazing. We had so much
It
fun
was like
together.
the best day.
Will never be a day
He looks different too, though.
I don't think God brings you into my life. Every day.
He's too intense. He's too he's got that build up. He's been edging for like 3 weeks. He's got that. There's not a time. Can we get this done now, please?
I will tell you I love you. And every night.
How'd you fell down those stairs? What's wrong with me?
I'll make love to you like it's the last time I'll ever see you.
I don't know that. That's a weird line, bro. It's a weird line. They got their comments off in that video, which I was hoping someone would say, but they have the comments off. Okay, we got it. We saw this already. What was that? X.
By the way, if you're not married, weddings go by so fast.
So
oh my
fast.
gosh.
Blink of an eye.
I was trying to
That's because this bro's got build up. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get that thing done.
slow it down, couldn't slow it down. But we ended up walking out and everyone had the sparklers and American flag.
Okay. Watch your hair might catch fire though. Look at this guy's face. Okay, stop. Look at the face. Look at his face. Because if you hear what he just said and how excited he was to have sex, and then you see his face when they're leaving, he's like, yeah! It's gonna last like 1 second. Oh, this is good. His face. They're happy for different reasons. Oh!
And then when we get in the car, we start driving and I'm like,
Let's do it in the car. We got this limo. Let's do it.
oh shoot.
What?
My groomsmen, I thought miscommunication that I've been in a wedding previously with some of them, and we all get the groom, like we take care of them for that night. You know what I mean? So
Kind of wedding.
they get like condoms and stuff
You don't have your own stuff? No, that's not what? What?
to make sure it's like, okay, they're ready for their wedding night, and that didn't happen. And so I go to get in the car and I'm like, oh
We got
gosh.
nothing.
You're married. You get your first night, dude, was kind of
23 years of planning
like she's not on birth controllers.
and I didn't bring anything, nothing.
Just get her done, buddy. Get her done.
Not anything at all. Like, totally nothing.
She is so uncomfortable with this conversation. She does not want to do this video, but it's for the book, babe. Gotta do it for the book, yeah, bruh.
And no condoms, nothing.
Okay, we got it. We heard it. I am in comfort.
So they didn't have any, I didn't have any, so okay,
Stop at Shoppers Drug Mart and get some.
we'll just stop on the way,
Yeah.
to the hotel. By this time it was like,
First of all, you've had a big day. You don't have to do it on your wedding night. You can wait till the next day, make it all romantic, put some candles out, get the things that you're going to need, the equipment, and get everything you're going to need. You do not have to rush to it. Okay? Again, not enjoyable for her.
11 o'clock at night. Our hotel was a good ways away, so it ended up being close to midnight by the time we saw anything, because we're in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, country.
Okay, gas stations without condoms.
Woods,
Backwoods.
mountains.
Exactly. And so we
Mountains.
stop at a gas station, and we try to go in, and it's locked.
I'd kick him. Kick the doors down. I need a condom.
Right? And then we go to another
Just use a napkin or something.
one, and they were open. Well, they were
Saran wrap. Sometimes hotels, they have those individually wrapped cups, which is awesome because it's sanitary. Just use the wrapping for one of the cups. Hotels should have it. Hotels should have condoms.
closed, but the lady opened the door, and so I walked in. She's
Open.
like, "Sorry, we're totally out of condoms." And I'm
Dude, I just got married and we're waiting for 23 years to have sex. You don't have any condoms, lady? Find a condom!
like, "What? And then how are you just out in the middle of country nowhere, and you're just out?
Because you're in the country nowhere, man. People are staying safe out there.
What? I guess the only thing people can do around here."
I start texting some friends.
It's getting awkward.
I'm like,
Hey, girl, you got any condoms? No, we're also Christians.
you guys have anything?
Yeah, we were texting our groomsmen and brides.
And they didn't have any?
Help us out. Anyway,
And?
we got no help whatsoever.
Nobody.
Wow, your friends are losers.
So we went to our hotel room without any supplies, and
If you tell the hotel ahead of time, like, hey, we're about to bang on your sheets, can you make sure it's like the honeymoon thing? Set us up, thanks.
At wedding night, this was probably 1 a.m. Mind you, we had to wake up at like super early.
Tired.
I didn't realize this. So yeah, we were like 23 years. I'm
Really?
gonna
You
like.
did not have to do it then. Just get in bed and go to sleep.
Tired.
You're exhausted.
She like you can tell that he's determined. She's tired and he's determined. And like she just wants to please her husband, and you know what she doesn't want to. You know what she doesn't want to. He does. Okay? This guy's blue balls are up in his ears right now.
Our wedding,
So wiped out.
totally exhausted. We're like, oh my gosh, we are exhausted. And so, honestly, like we thought, like I thought it was gonna be this like glorious
This is so uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I know it's funny, but it's also really uncomfortable.
thing, and it's like not like that at first. You know, it's like it's one of those things.
Every situation is different.
100%.
So
100%.
everybody's situation
Our-
is different.
Our story was not like that. So it's
not
like
that.
it was beautiful in its own right. Definitely
Wait, I missed something here.
Every situation.
honestly, like we thought, like I thought it was gonna be this like glorious thing. Years, I'm
Really
gonna like
tired.
you're exhausted after
We're
a wedding.
so wiped out.
Totally exhausted. We're like, oh my gosh, we are exhausted. And so, honestly, like we thought, like I thought it was gonna be this like glorious thing, and it's like, it's just like not like that at first. You know, it's like.
So wait, did he just like build this whole thing up for 9 minutes and 27 seconds and be like, and then it was okay? Are you kidding me right now?
Like it's one of those things.
Every situation is different.
100%.
So
100%.
How do you know? How do you freaking know?
everybody's situation
Our-
is different.
Our story was not like that. So it's
not.
like
What do you mean, like what? Did you do it or not?
it was beautiful
Sounds like you did, but you didn't have any condoms.
in its own right. Definitely had beautiful moments,
She cried. Look at her face. He's like, yeah, I did. She's like, no, I didn't.
but it definitely was not what I think I envisioned my whole life.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, same.
It was
That's everybody. Just so you're aware.
one. I'm sorry. It was one
It's
of
not like the movies, okay? It's just not.
those things I think in time and through marriage that has grown in our relationship.
Well, I hope so. Every night, like it's the last time you're gonna see her.
Right, and that's become something special that we continue to work on. I think gets more and more beautiful every day.
So that you jerks, it was awkward. I'll give them that. But they're like, they didn't confirm or deny whether or not they did it. They said we're really tired. So what? You did it while you were really tired, just so you could do it because you had the opportunity. Like, how unromantic is that garbage?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think there's two things. Obviously, we were just dead tired, and also the next morning we were leaving on our honeymoon, and so we knew we had to go to sleep, and like we had to
She's like, let's just get it over with, man.
drive really far and stuff, but it was also like this pressure of like, and we wanted to,
He did.
kind of like do it now,
Yeah, he did.
and
That's the Christian pressure, by the way. That's like, Christians.
I don't know.
Why'd you stop the music
This is
there?
getting awkward.
You getting awkward? What do you mean getting awkward, bro? This thing hopped on the awkward Hogwarts Express 14 minutes ago, dude. It's already at Hogwarts. It's already there. At the sorting hat has already gone through everything. People are eating. We're almost heading back to our rooms. That's how awkward this is.
Hey, we're being raw with y'all. So.
Yeah,
Don't say raw and hard and all the words you're saying.
No pun intended.
I think it's just important
Shut up.
to talk about because I feel like it's just like a progressive thing, and it's all about like learning.
No, we don't. The video isn't about how we progressed our sex life. It's how our awkward wedding night. That's what it. You don't get to just transfer over now to it's like, oh, it's a beautiful learning experience.
in each other and whatnot, and that just comes with time and marriage and communication and whatnot. And so
Fast forward, and we are now working on baby number 3.
Shut up.
I hope
This guy is a loser.
is also just
Sorry. Of the two, it's usually of family vloggers. The girl is usually the cringiest loser part. The guy, I mean, if the guy's involved, he's like, the more the guy's involved in a family vlog, the more cringy and loser like he is. We're talking Cola Brandt, this guy, all the like Ingham's, like any dad that's involved in these family vlogs are the cringiest buttholes. The cringiest buttholes.
an encouragement to other maybe like virgins or even just people married
Secondary virgins, born again virgins, virgins of the past.
and stuff, experiencing a don't know that. But
Hey, and that's not to say too, I think what this is important to say is that this is in no way passing judgment on anyone. It's like,
No one thought you were, but you had to say it, and now we do think you are judging people, so didn't have to say it.
like just because like we chose this for our life, like doesn't mean that like your faith isn't incredibly strong with
Shut up. Dude, you're making it worse. She's like, shut up.
the person that you're in a relationship with or someone that you hope to meet someday. This is just our story.
Your ears are weird.
And our journey.
our story.
Are my ears weird?
I mean, I definitely do though believe that God blesses that in your relationship.
You know what? You know what's kind of unfair in this whole world? Guys have short haircuts, and you can always see if we have weird ears and things. Girls, long hair, very rarely can tell if you have weird ears. And that's important. Like your thumbs, right? Or if you have like weird toes and stuff.
And I'm so
Or like an Audi belly button. Comment after I say that.
thankful for it, even years
For sure.
down the road.
I have an Audi belly button, Josh. That's what's good. If you have an Audi and you don't exploit kids, it's cute.
For us personally, just knowing that's protected, you know,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
if we are having a hard time, you don't have
Stop saying that.
any of those worries like creeping your mind about other people or whatnot.
Well, this is like a whole nother video, but it's just fun like when it's just like us two of like
Wow.
exploring and being
I'm so happy when I find a gold mine of snark. It's so much fun.
creative. It's like learning together. No, it's
Learning together.
like
They still only do missionaries. Don't even lie.
learning together. You know, it's like it's a beautiful thing, and that's like what marriage is for. And that
Because here's the reality of it. I know I'm going to get a little bit dark. I'm going to give away a little bit of the secrets from these Christian women. Okay? This is how this goes. I'm sorry. This is the truth of it. Because we're people like this who are like me as well. I wasn't coerced, and I'm glad I made the choice to wait to marriage. I'm actually very happy I did, okay? I'm very happy I did. But what also happens is that men, and 99.9% of men, even Christians, look at PORN, okay? Especially when we're teenagers. And the other 0.1% are lying or they don't have any arms. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just something dudes look at. It just is. Women too. Not as high as men, but they do. That's to say, if I asked all of my Christian friends growing up who are all super Christian, gave their lives to the Lord, we went to, like, we all had the same type of faith, and they were honest with me. I'm telling you. And so this is why PRN is very, very, very dangerous too, and it's very unsafe because if you look at it, especially from a young age, there's an expectation you have sometimes because you're seeing these things lived out on camera, and you think that that's how it's supposed to be, and it's not. So you should have healthy conversations with your children about this stuff because it's very, very important. Because then these women feel pressure to do those things, and when a guy asks for those things, then she all of a sudden like, where would you even have learned to know about something like that? You say, oh, my buddy is at golf. She's not going to believe you. Okay. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying I'm giving away one of those things. It's like when the guy wants something, it's because he's likely to look at that, and then she knows that. And then it can lead to like craziness in your marriage. Just saying.
that's what's kind of like fun, and that's how
Christian ladies, speak up.
it's like protected. And I think that's a really
Stop saying it's protected. Stop.
beautiful thing when you get to that moment. So
Yeah, I think it's important to say too, of just like, I feel like the media, oh my gosh, has really just destroyed like the actual beauty and intimacy
I'll give her that.
of sex.
What she's alluding to is the thing that I just told you. Just saying. Just saying.
And what that is, it's just not what it's portrayed, and that can be really.
Do you see now what I just said? She's like, it's not what it's portrayed. And she's right. I mean, she's not wrong about this. Okay? And that's what the danger of that is. But that's what she's telling you. They've destroyed it. And all the things that these men watch and that they expect from their wives, that's just not how it's supposed to be.
Like mentally confusing
AKA
to people.
like that you're gonna know exactly what you're doing from day one.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it's pretty simple. If you're just doing the normal stuff. Just saying. You are literally hardwired as an animal to understand how it works. You know how it works. You do know what you're doing. P and the V. Done. It's like a microwave beep. Bing. Done.
that, or just like, you know, it doesn't just look like what you see on
See?
TV. Yeah, like,
He's like, but the thing I wanted.
you know, day
Oh,
one.
we're watching on TV.
Yeah. She's watching that show. What's it called? My wife watches it too. What's that show called? It's like the old show. And there's lots of nudity and sex. What's it called? Brigton? Egg Timer? I don't know what it's called, but something that they watch.
I'm not watching.
She is watching it.
You know.
Alright, we're about to
He called you out.
end this video. This is getting all over the place. So,
Okay, seriously. You guys are cringy.
anyway,
Anyways.
Thank you guys for watching. We hope, honestly,
Why'd you delete 75 million videos, weirdos?
you got something out of it. We definitely probably have never been so open about this.
Open.
If you guys enjoyed that
You guys
story,
is-
there are a bunch more just jam-packed in here.
Oh, that's why. Here, read about our virginity battles.
There's emotional moments, there's funny moments. It is.
y'all, it is good.
It's not good. I promise you that book is a piece of shit.
I mean, it
They were friends with Micah and James.
was really challenging actually to write some of these chapters.
I think
just
they
because
were.
we were honest.
Maybe they
about
weren't. Were they friends with them?
everything that we went through. So definitely grab a copy today.
And with that said, we're going to end the video. Love God, love people, make a difference, and be thankful.
We love
I think it said naked difference.
you guys. Bye.
See y'all later.
Anyway, everybody, that's the Earls family first video. I'm going to find more because they are awesomely cringy and super fun to snark on, even though they have nobody watching them anymore. It doesn't even matter. Where are they making their money? How are you making any money? Are they stopping family vlogging? Are they deleting videos? No, because like I still have the pregnancy stuff. They still have their kids stuff up. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys out there know what's going on. Is there some kind of scandal I've missed? Maybe it's this documentary but to drop about Micah and they don't want people to see certain things. Do they have Micah on their channel? What's going on? Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Take a huge breath with me. That was funny. That was absolutely awesome. That was awesomely snarky funny. That's like an OG snark, just snark for no reason. Super fun. Also, they're child exploiters. Let's not forget that. They might come across as sweet and innocent, blah, 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 we're Christians and sex before marriage, but they're absolutely child exploiters, and they deserve all the heat. Okay? Not just the friction they created in their night. Just kidding. Not kidding. It's funny. You're amazing. You're incredible. You are valuable. Don't you forget it. Someone has a crush on you. You're some kind of something. I will see you when I see you.